Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. We're in the moon. You may not tell just by looking at it, but that weird stuff on the wall and, you know, this kind of portal in the background here sort of signifies we're not quite on the Earth, so to speak. So we're in the middle of sort of having everyone face their paths. So far, let's see, we've had Shauna, Hashel, Kongol, then Dart, and Rose. So we've only got 2 more characters left, which means we might just be nearing the end. Let's do it. We've got, of course, Albert and Meru left. 2 characters that, of course, Albert was really good for a while and is still pretty strong. Probably does the most damage out of all of us, if we're being honest. And, of course, Meru with her speed. So I think we're pretty good to go with those 2. So apparently Emperor Doel is back from the expedition. I guess that's what Kongol saw with his group back there in that gorge. Yeah, okay. I guess now we can see what's up with the Emperor now that he's back. Hey, I'm Albert. Is Uncle Doel in? Oh, they've been waiting for us, huh? Surely this couldn't be Albert's trial or anything, right? There's that old Black Castle music, and yep, just like we remember it, it's been quite a long time since we've seen this place. But this is indeed the throne room in the Black Castle. Looks a little more sinister in here than it did from the outside. It doesn't quite work that way. Well, I mean, actually, we're here to stop the God of Destruction, but I guess if we can do that along the way, that works too. I guess he has a point. Still though, at the same time, yeah, like number 1, you shouldn't have killed him. There are better ways to go about that. Number 2, like everybody in your country was miserable and you went to war with yourself. Like, alright, so Albert's gonna be fighting Doel here. And this fight is quite a bit different from the first time we fought him. I know it's been a while, and yes, we are much, much stronger now. Would be kind of funny if it was just the exact same battle and we one-shot him, but that's not going to be what happens. So we've got, as you can see, we're targeting his blades here. He's got a shadow blade. This never made sense to me. He's got a shadow blade, which is like the light one, and the light sword, which is the dark one. I guess the names indicate like what type they are good against. I don't know, it seems weird. Either way, we can't target Doel right now, so we just have to pick one of the swords. I don't think it matters. We'll just go with the shadow blade. I haven't done this edition in a while, so I may be a little rusty with it. And if you remember, Albert's the one who has quite a bit of HP and is very good against physical attacks, and the Shadow Blade is just about done even though we didn't finish the edition last time, so I think this is gonna go just swimmingly. There we go. So you do enough damage and the sword shatters. As you can guess, we're gonna have to do that to both swords. Who do you think brought peace? Well, it certainly wasn't the guy who turned the nation into civil war. You know, maybe you should. If you thought about those things a little more, maybe you'd be a better king. Or emperor, or whatever else you want to call yourself. The ideals and reality are different. Wake up. Remember what I said during the Hashel fight? These dialogues get a little bit ridiculous. I think this one in particular is probably the worst of the group. The back and forth between Albert and Doel is just ridiculous. It's awful. In a good way, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so will a finished edition be enough to finish it in one shot? It actually will. Alright, so let's get some more talking in here. What did you say? Exactly what you said, dude. I'm different from you. During the many occasions when I was dispirited, I've overcome difficulties. Haha, silly. See what I mean? This is awful. When I young, my father would often say that he didn't have quite the stature to be king. Without Doel, he couldn't do anything. He also said that it is you who was most likely to take the throne. If you had gotten together and governed the country, this tragedy would never have happened. Like, maybe if you didn't kill the king, the country wouldn't have been thrown into strife, right? I am a mere shadow of Carlo. I have no way left but to go forward. Uncle! Oh, no. It's exactly what this needs, is just like bad dubs for foreign films type things. That's really what this needs. Alright, so now we get to actually attack Dark Doel. I don't know why it's not just Doel, but apparently he is dark this time. He was kind of always dark if you ask me. But...
Blossom Storm.
Alright, not quite enough, but this should do it.
Blossom Storm.
And we're probably done. Oh yes, please, more dialogue. Absurd, you're saying I've been wrong. Like, wow. How could you possibly say that? I mean, he is fighting alone physically, but... As a man who grieves for the country, period. That's a complete sentence, sure. Okay, yeah. Country depends on you, we get it. Doel, you've been dead for a while now. It's his wisdom is a little bit too late. Alright, so that's Albert's. I like Albert's a lot because that dialogue is pretty much the worst of the bunch, but in a way that I can't help but love, you know? One of those soft spots for like poorly translated things from back in the day. Oh, that was weird. It's an interesting little fadeaway effect there. Mathematically, the annihilation of the world will generate a sadness equal to the number of living people. You know, thanks, Albert. Indeed we are. Dart, smack some sense into this guy. He's been talking nonsense for the last handful of minutes. Alright, back together again. Let's kick Rose out of the party. She desperately wants to be in there. I don't think there's anything else we can check on in here or anything. Can we sit on the throne? I'm the king now. Everybody will bow to me. Alright, well, let's leave. Alright, so that's Albert's down. So Meru is the last one. The fastest party member is the slowest to face her trial. So let's see. If I'm not mistaken... Oh, yeah. I'm glad they all know this. Man, news travels fast here. Maybe true thoughts of the... this kid still wants to be a knight. You know, these two maybe the true thoughts of the people who lived under Doel. Like, they didn't really believe in everything he did. But, you know. I guess you can say to some extent the dude wanted what was best for his country. He just was wrong about what was best for his country. Alright, so the only place left to go, if you remember... I think we can get to it from here. Is this the correct way? I don't even know. But you remember there was that path where Rose's dragon attacked the first time and we got split up, and we never actually got to go straight down that path. So we will be doing that this time, and I do believe this is the correct way. Yeah, here's the weird part where we're supposedly floating above the world. Alright, so yeah, this is the path. Remember, we went right and left when we got split up, but now we can actually just go straight ahead, and this should hopefully lead us forward. We've been messing around in here for quite a while. I don't know, it's kind of a fine line between at what point do you spread this out too much, and at what point is the stuff still interesting. I think it's still interesting for the most part with these individual characters. Alright, pretty much just the same stuff. We haven't fought too many battles around here. I guess I went the long way, didn't I? We haven't fought too many battles around here, but, you know, they're all kind of the same. Yeah, this thing's pretty good looking. I don't know, the Crystal Palace was really nice looking. I like that effect. The blue crystals everywhere. I think that was really cool, but... Palace of the Winglies, huh? So, Palace of the Winglies. Could this possibly be Meru's trial? The path has vanished, only she can fly forward. I think we found it. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Teleporting people against their will. I think that's the first time we've seen that happen, as far as I can remember anyway. I think with the Winglies able to do that, they would do that more often, but apparently not. Hey, what are you doing? Man, what is this thing? Look at this. The Archangel, huh? I guess some sort of religious figure for the Winglies. You threw the pride of the sublime Winglies away and have been with barbaric humans. You've been with the dirty humans, haven't you? Come on, man. Lighten up. They have many good things. Yeah, totally. Alright, so we're gonna fight the Archangel, you know. Should be scared, but I'm not because Meru is, you know, pretty awesome in combat, so. And we've seen how difficult these things have been so far, right? Alright, so this is the Archangel. He's got some pretty interesting stuff, which we will see at some point. Throw the flower at us. Yes. What? Was he trying to heal me? Is that what he was trying to do? Because that number was blue, like it was a healing. So, that's interesting. I've never actually seen him do that before, but okay, I guess I'll take it. So we'll give him some perky step. 1286. As you can see, this guy has very low physical defense in order to make Meru seem decent at physically attacking. The reality of arrogant and ignoble humans. Dreams and hopes. Even more than you would think. You have no evidence for this. You're just saying this. If you do rule them, they will also cease to exist. That's kind of not your choice. All the lives in this world are equal. We shouldn't rule or be ruled. There you go, Meru. Tell that weird six-armed guy. And that's probably the best attack animation in the game. I love that weird elephant thing. Like, what is that? Why is he riding on it? He can fly. Alright, so we're probably fine with this much health, but I'd rather guard once just to give myself a little bit more. Because I think pretty much the only thing he's going to be doing is that reduced to 1 HP attack over and over, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, counter. Alright, well, let's go again. He's about done, so... It's the advantage of getting 3 turns, I guess, before the enemy can do anything. Stabilize the chaotic world. Again, with these people, stabilizing a chaotic world. By what? Plunging it into war? I mean, you realize the Dragoon campaign was literally because the Winglies were ruling people, right? I don't know about that one either. Again, you're just saying these things with no supporting evidence. Exactly, there were species that were stamped out during the Winglies' domination. They were meant to be extinct though, so those are fine. Ooh, capital L liar. That's a hardcore insult right there. Eventually just shut up, you know, like just quit. Oh, I guess he does have other attacks, but that wouldn't have been enough to kill me there. Okay, well, we get to talk some more. You're an invented god so they can justify themselves. I mean, come on, like, Meru has been with us this whole time. Like, is she really sitting there thinking, oh man, all these humans suck? Don't tell me these crazy things. That's also a pretty great line. Alright, we're gonna do some elephants again. I mean, you know, like the 100 Wingly Knights or whatever are pretty cool, but man, that 3-headed elephant, that's probably the best thing. Alright, well, we're fine. As we saw, that sword physical attack did less than 180, so we should be okay to just go here. I mean, I'm sure he'll be done after this anyway. And there he goes. So that finishes Meru. I kind of like Meru's, even though, again, the premise is a little ridiculous. Like, the dude is... You know, a lot of times in this kind of situation, you'd want to present an image that at least speaks some sort of truth to sort of confuse the person or whatever. But he was just plain wrong. Like, it wasn't even close. Alright, so that's Meru's trial taken care of. I guess everybody is now faced their inner... Of course I am. I guess everybody's now faced their inner demons. And it looks like we have a path forward. I don't know how they got there. I guess the path reappeared. We also get to kick Rose out of our party one more time. And we also need to heal Meru, so I guess we can use an item to do that real quick. It's one of those things where I could run around and get in a battle and guard over and over, but we have enough healing items that I'd rather just save the time. Alright, so let's go up the Pillar of Light. Oh man, check this thing out. Wow. This is probably the coolest screen in the game, I think. I like all this weird, these weird static prisms. Like, yeah, what is going on here? Yeah, this is totally different from anything we've ever seen. This look is appropriate for the world of the Virage embryo. Like, they kind of look like static TV screens. Is that what he's going for? I don't really understand this Virage. Is he like a postmodern artist or something? I don't really get it. Alright, so now we get to run through this place. It is cool looking, whether or not it makes sense. This is also kind of cool. See, like, it turns into a pictures of the moon. So they totally are like television screens, right? So I guess the God of Destruction is really into TV? Like... Yeah, there's also sort of a unique battle screen for this area. Whoa, check this thing out. That's pretty neat looking also. That we can fight on the prisms here. Alright, so Mad Skull, it looks pretty angry and it is a skull, so I guess that's appropriate. 430, wow, that's got pretty good defense, huh? Although it's half dead, so it doesn't matter much. And down it goes. I just think that's a cool little battle screen. Get a nice view of it here. They're capable of some pretty interesting design choices when it comes down to it, huh? Alright, the exit is up here. I couldn't find the exit for whatever. I was just kind of running against the wall there. What in the world? There's a chair? Is that like a... It looks like a chair with skis on the bottom, like you're meant to go skiing while sitting down. There's some flowers. It's not like dog food or something, like in a bowl? I don't know what's going on with that down there. There's some flowers. Looks like a building of sorts. Can't quite tell what that is. That kind of looks like the cage that that was locked up in the village of Gigantos back in the day. Nope. Oh, gotta fight first. All right, oh, floating cube. Doesn't have anything on it, though. All right, well, this looks like a big, important room, doesn't it? Save point, burning wreckage in the background. Looks like the village of Celis, if I had to guess. Not Celis, Neat, 18 years ago. I guess the only person who hasn't had their trial is Dart, because his was kind of bundled in with Rose's, so, you know, maybe that has something to do with it too. Either way, I think we should use the save point. And I realize where we're at in terms of time, and obviously some big stuff is coming up here. There's just not going to be many good stopping points from here on out, so we'll probably just go on through and I'll cut it, you know, where appropriate. So we won't have to worry about that. My world, my future, my here. What? You're here? Oh, my heart. Okay. Yes, hello, I'm Dart. It's Shauna. Well, we gotta go then. That's a super virage. Well, what do you know? We've seen like a million of these virages all over the place, and we finally get to fight one, so. Not the first super virage we fought, though. We fought one earlier. I can't actually place off the top of my head where it was. But it was that one where we essentially just waited it out because after 10 turns or whatever, it did an ultimate final attack and then just died on its own. So this time we're a little bit stronger, though. We may actually be able to do something about it. Well, sure looks menacing, but Legend Cask saved the day again. Alright, so we've got the head, the arm, the body. We should probably take out the arm at some point, you know, just to prevent some attacks, make things a little bit easier. I won't spend too much time on it, but it probably doesn't have that much health. Those things usually go down pretty quickly. So, of course, we're going to start with the Psych Bomb. And that did a hefty amount. I'd say the arm can't have more than, what, like 7,000 probably? Oh, well, okay, way even less than that. One more attack should take it down, so that'll probably just help us avoid some attacks, you know how it goes. Yeah, so down goes the arm, and then, as usual, I believe either the head or the body, killing it will end the battle. I usually like to go for the head just because that's cooler symbolism. I don't know, it sounds cooler, so let's go for it. Make sure you only target one, though. Don't try to go back and forth. You'll just waste your time. Alright, there's some good damage. Those are numbers I like to see. Alright, that was probably physical-based, if I had to guess, but we're all still alright. It's also half dead already, so wow, it's going really fast. So this would probably put it in the red, I guess, if my math is, if I'm estimating this correctly. Yep. So no speed down really necessary here. Here we go with this one again. Oh no, that hurt so much.
Yes. Go. Blazing Dynamo!
Big ultimate self-destruct final move. Everybody gets knocked down, but it missed. That's really good. Alright, so that's the Super Virage. Literally no challenge. I guess they just want to give you some extra experience. I can't imagine a scenario in which that would be any harder than it was for me just now, even if you were not as overpowered. Okay, that's a little deep. I don't know if we should go that far. Like, I don't even see, how would that happen? Like, how does that work? I don't... Pull yourself together, man, come on. How would she even turn into a super virage? Like, we don't know any mechanisms by which that could happen. So I think you're just overreacting a bit. Alright, see what's in the chest. Oh yeah, if I remember, this is a weird chest. So we get the detonate arrow. This is a baffling time to include this. So let's take a look at the detonate arrow. We're going to go to armed, and it is of course going to be a thing from Miranda. If we scroll all the way down, detonate arrow can attack all. So this is the point where Miranda gets a weapon that actually makes her useful in some way. Her physical attacks can actually hit everybody now. Unfortunately, we're on the road to basically the end of the game at this point, and I don't think there's even going to be any battles with multiple targets. Maybe in one section at one point. There's like exactly one use for this weapon. We're gonna equip her, it's not gonna matter, but it would have been nice if they had given you that, I don't know, at any other point in the 40 plus hours I've been playing this. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I have no idea why they included that there. It just boggles the mind. Anyway, I'm gonna use this save point. I said before I wasn't gonna worry about stopping points, but this looks like a pretty good one for right now. So I am actually going to cut the video here. Next time we'll continue forward in this weird blue room and see what lies ahead. Should be interesting. We are very rapidly approaching the end. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.